Recently, Kit PvP reset and Soup released. Hey there guys, MCPE here, and today we are going to be playing some Invaded Lands Soup PvP. Recently, Kit PvP reset and Soup released, and I was on actually right when this happened, but the clip of me actually being on will probably be in a later video, because I'm not going to be starting off just yet with Kit PvP. I am going to be making videos of it, but not just yet. Now, I don't know when this is actually coming out, because it might take a while to get all the clips. Probably not, though. But I recently, I think it was yesterday, basically made a bunch of posts on invaded forums. Well, one per forum, obviously, but one on invaded forums, one on MC Market. If you don't know what that is, basically you can sell like OG accounts there. One on Twitter, and I think I did something on Discord as well, basically saying buy, and then I believe all it said was buy and demotivated. So I want to explain that. I didn't change the title of this video to, you know, say anything about that, because I don't want to be too clickbaity. But basically, I'm not quitting anything completely, but I'm taking a break from Invaded Kit PvP and from MC Market and the forums and all that. Basically everything community based, there's a number of reasons, but honestly it's just getting really toxic, and it's not good to be around toxicity for how long I've been in it. I've been in this community for probably almost 2 years now, and I haven't really ever taken a break from it. So I just wanted to take a break, and I will be coming back, obviously. But yeah, for the time being though, I'm just going to be playing a little bit of Soup PvP and maybe some Hypixel, and that's really all the Minecraft related stuff I'm going to be doing. So you might be seeing less uploads. There's not going to be any Viper MC uploads for the time being, and there's probably going to be more montages in the future, I'd say, which is unrelated to what I just said, but I thought I should probably tell you anyways. So yeah, and also on an unrelated note, this build is awesome. Like, good job to all the builders that worked on this. I don't know who made it, but this is a really nice hub. Yeah, anyways, that's enough for the very long and unnecessarily serious intro to my Minecraft Soup PvP Let's Play video. So yeah, let's get into it. Basically, the subject of today's video is we're going to be testing out all of the different kits, because as you can see, if you go on the Soup here, and you click this little nether star, there are a ton of different kits. We've got Kit PvP, which is the, you know, normal soup kit. We got Kit Potion, which is basically the same thing, but with pots. Kit Archer, which, it's somewhat like soup, but you get a bow with it, and, like, it's a ranged, more damage the farther the range, basically, like it says. All right, I'm just gonna read this out. Switcher, you shoot snowballs at your enemies and you switch places. Urgal, you get strength after kills. Sonic, you get speed, but you get less armor, I believe. Viking is strong armor and less powerful weapons. You might have heard this one as tank. A lot of people call this the tank kit on other soup servers or Kit PvP servers. We got Stomper, which very nice kit in my opinion, by the way. You just basically jump off an area and you can like 1 to 2 hit people. I think it depends on how high the structure is, but yeah, also if they shift, they take like no damage at all, pretty much. Fisherman, which gives you a rod, you have to buy it at Kit Shop. Kangaroo, you get jump boost, I assume. Snowman, shoot snowballs that don't switch you. Thor, you get thunder. Viper, you give them poison. And Ninja, which you can basically teleport. So yeah, that's basically what that is. That's what all those kits are, and we're gonna be testing out every single one that we can. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so first we'll be beginning with the classic soup kit. Now there's nothing special about this, alright, it's just a sharp 1 diamond sword, unenchanted iron, and a ton of soup. Now this is not my first pick by far. Like, this isn't bad. It is probably in the top half of the kits, but there's just a lot of reasons not to go this, in my opinion. Like, for starters, the kit has no speed at all. Like, I think there's 3 kits, 3 that, like, automatically unlock kits you don't have to buy that have speed, and I haven't gotten to the ones you have to buy yet. But there are 3 kits that have speed, which is Archer. Well, let me slash spawn here so I can actually show you. So we've got Archer that has speed, Sonic, of course. And I know one of these does. I think is it Switcher? It's not Switcher. I know there's one more though. Is it potion? It is. There we go. Potion kit, which also gives you speed. Speed 1. I think that Archer and the others give you speed 2. Is that correct? Sonic gives you speed 2, and Archer gives you speed 2. Yeah. So I would suggest if you are really good at speed PvPing, you should probably go with one of these two. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest it, but if I had to rate it, let's see, how many of these kits are there? There are 14 kits. So if I had to rank kit PvP, I would have to say it's probably around 6 maybe out of all these. 6, yeah, 5 or 6. And I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's also a 6 out of 10. But let's go into the next ones, which would be Kit Potion. I'm also going to skip over this one. It's pretty similar. It's basically Kit PvP with a worse... Well, actually, is the sword worse? One moment. I got to actually check this. So Sharp 1 Diamond is 8.25. And Sharp 2 Iron is 8.5. So it's actually a slightly better sword, slightly worse armor because you have a leather cap instead, and pots instead of soups. And you also get speed. So I would say this one is actually better because it has a slightly better sword and the defense is barely changed at all. And you also get speed, helpful for combos, and potions, so you don't have to throw out soups. However, you do have to aim. So this might take a little bit of practice to get used to, but like once you're actually used to pop PvP, or if you're used to pop PvP, I would 100% suggest using this kit over soup. So I'd rate this one probably a 5 out of 14. This one goes right above soup PvP, and I'd rate it like maybe a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna do a little bit of PvP with pot and soup kit now, and then we will head into the next few kits. Alright, so next up is the Archer kit. Now this one is soup as well, but it adds an interesting thing into the mix, which would be the Power 3 Infinity Bow. The sword, by the way, isn't amazing. I think this is the same as the sword. No, actually, no. The sword on kit PvP is Sharp 3, which I believe is 7.75 damage. I think that's how it is. Not really sure. Now the armor here isn't heavily nerfed. Alright, you only lose 1 bar of armor, and the sword is pretty heavily nerfed because, as you can see, if you do the normal kit PvP, it's 8.25, and pot kit is 8.5. But if you do the Archer kit, the sword is a 6.25. So basically, the only use for this bow is like, I guess, a makeshift rod, and your speed 2 does sort of work. So like, I'll show you here. You can go down and kind of use it in like bow spam and be annoying, although I'm not really the type to bow spam. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to TP me in the spawn? But here, like this guy right here, run back and bow him, and run back and bow him, and then we can get a nice combo here. And then run back and bow him, and etc, etc. You can do that over and over again. But that's about all you can do with this kit, and you lose so much in terms of attack for it. So much. So yeah, I'd not suggest you use this kit. It's a pretty bad kit, in my opinion. 11 out of 14, and if I had to rate it, probably like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and slash spawn here, and we will try the next kit, which I believe is the Snowball Switcher kit, which is equally as annoying, but Alright, so this is Snowball Switcher kit. The armor is not bad at all, by any means. You only lose half a bar, which is, I think this armor is the same as how it is with pot kit. You get only a Sharp 1 Iron Sword, though, which is significantly less. It's not nearly as much as the Sharp 1 Stone Sword, but a Sharp 1 Iron Sword is not much compared to a Sharp 1 Diamond or Sharp 2 Iron. So yeah, I'd suggest you like don't do this. This isn't a very good kit in terms of the attack. The armor isn't bad though, but the reason why it's nerfed is because you get these 16 snowball switcher things. You may have seen these on HCF servers before. I think the first time that I saw them was on Viper MC, or no, not Viper MC. Was it? I think It was either Viper or was Sage. I don't really remember which one it was, but I also don't really care. But basically, as you can see, if I do this, it switches our place. But basically, the only thing I would suggest you do this for is, if you want to, like, get up onto that tree, for example, you could snowball that, what kit is that? You could snowball that, Stomper kit, if you really wanted to, which I will try to do right here. It might be a little bit hard, though. So let's do that. And is he dead? There we go. Probably a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. I don't know. It's decent, but it's not very good for PvP. It's a camper kit, and I don't like camping. So I'd say 5. 5 out of 10. And out of 14 kits, this one probably would rank at probably around 8 out of 14. Yeah, 8 out of 14 seems appropriate. So on to Urgo. Next kit is Sonic. Now this is the one that everyone uses. Just right off the bat, gonna say this is like probably 4 out of 14, maybe 3 out of 14. Yeah, actually 3 out of 14 and 8 out of 10 because, okay, let's see. Let's see if I can find someone here. But basically, you got a nice weapon. Your armor isn't good. It is pretty heavily nerfed, 1.5 bars, but you do have a good sword, and you also have speed too. So as you can see, you can just like go up on anyone, and you're dealing pretty good damage per hit. And it's really easy to combo people when you have speed 2. So like this guy, okay, well this guy isn't exactly sentient, so it might be a little bit unfair to use him as an example. But how about one of these guys? All right, Woe with Sam. He's sentient, and look at the combos. All right, look at the combos on him. I mean, he's running, but he can't even run. We've got speed 2, remember? But yeah, that's how easy it is. It's really, really easy to win with this. Is that Ike? That's Ike. All right, I'll leave him alone. But yeah, I'm not gonna do much PvP with this. It's basically just speed 2. Nothing too special about it. Viking. So Viking, insane armor. You actually get 1.5 extra, but you lose a lot. Like by I think you lose 3.25 attack damage, but you don't take much damage. So you can, like, if they don't have the speed kit, like say they have the switcher kit, it's not hard to like, I guess, chain hit on them. If you, like, if they don't have a full inventory of soup, basically, it's not hard. So, yeah. Alright, so on to the kit that isn't bad. Stomper kit. Now, your sword is nerfed by 1 attack damage, and that's not that bad, and I'll tell you why in just a bit. Your armor is so, like, minimally nerfed, it really doesn't even matter. You don't even lose half a bar of armor, alright? You go from an iron helmet to a golden helmet, which is not a big deal at all. Yeah. But the main thing is you get the Stomper ability, and oh my god, this kit, dude, it's so overpowered. If you crouch, you don't take much damage at all. But let me go up here and let me give you an example of a stomp, good stomp to kill like 4 people, because you can kill like literally 5 people at once. It's that overpowered. This thing needs to be nerfed. Alright, so that is basically it for the kits that you get just automatically. Now, there are other kits. You've got Fisherman, Kangaroo, Snowman, Thor, Viper, and Ninja. However, these all need to be bought by Kit Shop, and as you can see, each one costs $7,500, and currently, I only have a total of 1.7 thousand. So it is going to take me quite a while to grind up to those, so I believe this is going to be a 2-part video. But for Stomper Kit, I'm going to have to rate that. I haven't checked out, the premium kits yet, so I can't really say much about that. But I'd have to rank it at probably around a 2 out of 14, and probably a 9 out of 10. I don't really know what number 1 will be, because I'm going to definitely need to check through all those premium, bought kits, but that's a pretty overpowered kit for one that you get for free right off the bat. It can be abused heavily, so if they nerf it, they might nerf it, seeing all the kill streaks that people get with it, but who knows. Anyways, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I don't usually upload soup PvP, but I saw this, and I think it's a lot better than what it used to be. It still is a little bit annoying. Soup PvP isn't exactly my favorite game mode for a variety of reasons, but there's even more cleaning and, like, abuse and just going super aggro than there is on kit PvP. And kit PvP has its own issues, but this has even more than that in my opinion. But it's not a bad game mode. I do still enjoy it, and yeah, I probably will be uploading a little bit more of this in the future. Maybe I'll be doing like split soup and kit PvP uploads. I don't really know. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you all in my next video of Invaded Lands kit PvP. Peace.